Hey, Joe Gardner from Covers & Co. coming to you today from what remains of our Field of Dreams field. So today we're talking about disturbance, more specifically residue management to reduce disturbance. So like I said, we're at the Field of Dreams here. This was our corn and forage soybean that was surrounding the field. It was combined likely about 3 weeks ago, and just take a look at the residue that remains here. So you can see still a significant, actually there's still some color in those beans, but still a significant amount of residue around here. So making it difficult for a shank drill would be next to impossible, but honestly so much residue that probably less than ideal for a disc drill even, to make sure that we're not hairpinning and getting good seed to soil contact. So we're going to do a couple stops here today, but going to talk about some residue management strategies that we can turn this issue of residue management into some revenue on the farm. Okay, coming to you from about a half-mile down the road. So this is a corn and forage soybean crop that we combined about a month ago. We just kicked the cows out here last night, so you can see still a significant amount of residue there. If we didn't have the livestock here, the ability to graze this, we'd have an issue with residue management here, in which case we would probably run a high-speed disc or cultivator or something over to help manage the residue and make sure that we can avoid hairpinning and obviously get seed to soil contact next year. So the cows we just kicked out here last night. So next stop we're going to head over to a corn and forage soybean field that these cows actually just came from, and check out what residue remains on that for next year. Okay, for the final stop on this tour, so this is 70 acres of corn and forage soybeans that those cows you just saw just came from. So we let these cows out on the 20th of October and moved them on the 15th of November, so about 26 days. So they did have a ravine that they could go back to that they would have got some grazing, but the cow days, 200 cows for 25 days divided by 70 acres, it gives us a value of 71 cows per acre per day. And then when you add in the 200 calves onto that, it will be close to 100 grazing days per acre on the residue after we combined. So the numbers we use on our farm is $1.75 for fall grazing. Our cattle entity charges our grain entity $1.75 for grazing. So that's an additional value of $175 per acre on this corn crop, just residual grazing the corn and forage beans. So turning what should be or could be an expense, dealing with that residue with mechanically with a disc or a high-speed disc, into a field with residue management that looks like this. There's a really nice cow turd, one of my favorites. So actually the plan is here to seed next week. We're going to frost seed some grass seed to see how that works, but you can see the amount of biomass the livestock took off, the residual biomass that they were able to use as a revenue stream rather than a liability to the farm. And of course we still have undisturbed soil with protection that we're going to seed annual ryegrass directly in, and hopefully this will be an annual ryegrass crop next year. Hope you learned something from these videos. Thanks for coming on the tour. Have a great day.